As contenders prepared for the final.
Welcome to King's College London, and I'm here to show you around, help make use of all the resources we've got here. So if you'd like to follow me, I'll show you what we've got.
I've enjoyed being on Mastermind, not just for the questions, but because it's given me a valuable insight into the world of filmmaking on TV.
The heat was quite nerve-wracking and quite tense when you walked into the chair. It was quite a strange feeling.
I was really happy when I heard I was going to be on Junior Mastermind, and I was also a bit nervous because I had lots of studying to do.
It's been really good fun. The experience of sitting there in the back chair answering questions with John Humphreys, money can't buy it. It's a brilliant experience.
Okay, so I've let you know where all your books and information is. So now, make use of the library, go and find your stuff.
When my interest in film direction started, I wanted to find out who's been making my favourite movies. I found his life very interesting, all the way that he's gone from zero to hero, as you might say. This one's in Spanish. I better find an English one.
I chose Isaac Newton because he has a very interesting life and he's something everyone's heard of, and it's very easy to find a lot about him.
My friends at school, they don't know yet that I've got to the final. I've only told a select few.
We're now going to go into the round room. That's the centrepiece of the library. Let's go through and have a look. And I'm going to introduce you to Katie over here, who's got some exciting material to show you.
Okay, well here we've got the first English edition of Newton's Optics. It's printed in 1718. We've got an early 18th century life of Alfred the Great, and there's a portrait of the king there. Spanish Armada, that's you. It's really exciting. This is a history of England. It's printed only a few years after the Spanish Armada in 1592. We haven't got anything very old on George Lucas, but you might be interested in this, printed in 1503, and it's not quite Star Wars, but they are looking at the stars. I can see you're all really well prepared now, but this room is actually quite a good place for you to do a little bit more preparation on your general knowledge.
General knowledge!
Too much information.
Right, the general knowledge round now. If there's a tie at the end of this round, looking very likely given the scores, then the number of passes get taken into account. The contender with the fewest passes is the champion. So, on with the general knowledge round, and let's ask Andrew to join us again, if he would please. So, you have 12 points, a high score in itself. Let's see how you do with this general knowledge round. Here we go. 2 minutes, starting now. Which city is the capital of Scotland and home to the Scottish Parliament?
Edinburgh.
Correct. What title is given to a university or college teacher of the highest rank and the teachers at Hogwarts?
Professor.
Correct. Which defence line, the longest wall in the world, was built as a barrier against invasions by nomadic people such as the Mongols?
Hadrian's Wall.
The Great Wall of China. Which novel by Charles Dickens features the burglar Bill Sikes and his girlfriend Nancy?
Oliver Twist.
Correct. What name is given to the line that joins the centre of a circle to any point on its circumference and is half the length of the diameter?
Radius.
Correct. In which country did the Impressionist movement in art begin with Monet's painting Impression Sunrise?
Italy.
France. In 1934, which steam locomotive was the first to reach an official speed of 100 miles an hour?
Mallard.
Flying Scotsman. What was banned from all bars, restaurants, offices and other public places in England from the 1st of July 2007?
Smoking.
Correct. The Davis Cup's an international team event for men in which sport?
Rugby.
Tennis. Percy Jackson, the hero of a series of novels by Rick Riordan, is the son of which Greek sea god?
Neptune.
Poseidon. Which valveless brass instrument used as a means of military signalling is played on ceremonial occasions and in brass bands?
Trumpet.
The bugle. In the film Shrek, what's the name of the country from which all fairy tale creatures are banished?
Pass.
Tenerife, Lanzarote and Gran Canaria are part of which group of islands in the Atlantic Ocean?
Pass.
Which figure, the subject of a pantomime, was Lord Mayor of London 3 times in 1397, 1406 and 1419?
Dick Whittington.
Correct. Which author wrote The Time Machine, The War of the Worlds and many other science fiction books?
H.G. Wells.
Correct. What's the first name of the Queen's youngest son who was given the title Earl of Wessex on his marriage?
Prince Andrew.
Edward. How many arms does a starfish normally have?
6.
Close. 5. What was the name of the Russian space station which was launched in 1986 and whose remains were finally brought back to Earth in 2001?
Sputnik 1.
The Mir. You had 2 passes. It's the Canary Islands, Tenerife and all of those, and Duloc was the name of the country in the film Shrek. 2 passes, Andrew. You now have a total of 19 points. And now let's ask Matthew to join us again, please. And you have 15 points. Let's see how you do with your general knowledge. 2 minutes. Which reddish-brown mammal, native to Britain, closely related to the dog, has a bushy tail known as a brush?
A fox.
Yes. Kirsten O'Brien and Mark Spate are the presenters of which television series about art?
Smart.
Correct. Who has signed a new contract that'll keep him as Arsenal's manager until 2011?
Arsene Wenger.
Correct. By what nickname was King Richard I of England known because of his bravery?
The Lionheart.
Yes. Which well-known Australian musical instruments made from a length of wood hollowed out by termites?
Didgeridoo.
Yes. What standard speed limit was set for British motorways in December 1965 is still the same today?
70.
Yes. Which pop group, reformed in 2005, have since topped the UK singles charts with the songs Patience and Shine?
Take That.
Yes. Which of Shakespeare's heroines belonged to the Capulet family before she married a Montague?
Pass.
Which term derived from weblog is used for an online diary?
Pass.
What is the title of the first of Bernard Cornwell's Grail Quest series of books?
Harlequin.
Correct. In an early scene of the Simpsons movie, what is Homer trying to help walk on the ceiling?
A pig.
Yes. In the Bible, who was found as a baby in a basket in the bulrushes by the Pharaoh's daughter?
Moses.
Yes. In which national park is Scafell Pike, England's highest mountain?
Pass.
Which famous Italian opera singer died aged 71 in his home in Modena in September 2007?
Pass.
What name is usually given to a hard-boiled egg enclosed in sausage meat and then fried?
Pass.
Who was elected as the first president of the United States of America in 1789?
George Washington.
Correct. Which word can mean a jumping insect or an 11-a-side game played with bats, balls and wickets?
Cricket.
Yes. Hollywood, where many film studios are located, is a district of which American city?
Washington, D.C.
No, Los Angeles. Which volcano erupted in 79 AD, destroying the Roman cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum?
Vesuvius.
Vesuvius is correct. You had 5 passes, Matthew. A Scotch egg, if you boil an egg and then enclose it in sausage meat. Pavarotti died in September. Scafell is in the Lake District. A weblog is a blog. And Juliet was Shakespeare's heroine. 5 passes, Matthew. 28 points.